Now at 6 and streaming on CrossroadsToday.com, a 19-year-old accused in a shooting over the weekend in Victoria, now in jail without bond.
The Seadrift Police Chief Leonard Bermia suspended without pay after a complaint was filed.
And the Cleveland murder suspect who killed 5 people arrested just north of Houston.
We are looking at a fairly quiet day. However, the next few days we're going to be watching out here in far West Texas. The West Texas dry line is setting up, and that builds storms there. But the question is, will they get it to here? I'll have that coming up in a moment.
And the St. Joseph Lady Flyers golf team is bringing home multiple medals. That and more in sports.
You're watching 25 News now at 6. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Don Brubaker.
And I'm Karina Garcia.
Tuesday night, authorities arrested a man on charges of deadly conduct in connection to a previous shooting. Police say a weapon was found in his vehicle. Police say the suspect was under surveillance when he was arrested in the 8300 block of Northeast Acklands Parkway, right in front of the Aria apartment complex. Police also detained a minor who was a passenger of the vehicle.
This is a closer look at the suspect. He's identified as Trayvon Martinez. He's 19 years old. Martinez is held without bond at the Victoria County Jail. Police say he was involved in a shooting in the 300 block of Cornwall Drive Saturday, April 29, where shots were fired at a home, but no one was hurt. Now, during the traffic stop, officers found a firearm in the vehicle, which led to the arrest of 23-year-old J-Rod Lewis. Lewis faces a number of charges, including carrying a weapon illegally and possession of marijuana.
This is an ongoing investigation. Anyone with information can call the investigations unit at 361-485-3700. You can also remain anonymous and call Victoria Crime Stoppers at 361-572-4200.
And so here is your viewer poll this evening. Scan that QR code on your screen to vote now. The question is, are you more concerned about violent crime or drugs in the Crossroad? We take a look at these results, and 81% say violent crime, 19% say drugs. We want to keep on hearing from you. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote, and we will have an update on 25 News Now at 10.
Seadrift Police Chief Leonard Bermia is suspended without pay after a complaint was filed against him. The Port Lavaca Wave reports it's unclear who made the complaint. Seadrift Mayor Elmer DeForest announced Bermia's suspension last night at the Seadrift City Council meeting. Mayor DeForest says he expects the council will formally deal with the matter in June. For now, Officer Marie Carrizales will serve as interim police chief. Hallettsville police arrested a man with an outstanding felony warrant Wednesday afternoon. Hallettsville PD took the 54-year-old man in custody for the outstanding warrant of indecency with a child. The man booked into the Lavaca County Jail on a $100,000 bond.
And now let's take a quick pause on the news and go to the weather with Chief Meteorologist Mac Bettis.
Thank you very much, Karina. Good afternoon, everyone. Right now, we're looking far, far away. This is San Antonio. This is Del Rio, and you can see the big line of storms firing in the mountains of northern Mexico. This is a very typical early summer pattern that fires the storm, and sometimes they make it across and all the way to our neighborhoods. So the forecast is quiet right now, but I've got to be watching these for the next couple of days. We'll be talking more about that coming up in a moment. Karina, back to you.
All right, Mac, thank you. Early voting in Victoria for the May 6th election ended Tuesday. Updated numbers from the Victoria County Election Administrator look like this. 471 people voted in person early Tuesday, 2,388 in-person votes total. One mail-in vote received Tuesday, a total of 122 mail-in votes total.
The May 6th election is this Saturday. Join us for coverage. 36 polling locations will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
The man accused of killing 5 people in Cleveland last Friday captured Tuesday night following a days-long manhunt. The suspect was arrested in a house just miles from where the shootings took place.
Authorities also say they arrested other people suspected of helping Francisco Orpeza's getaway.
This is an unspeakable murder, unspeakable tragedy, but Mr. Orpeza will be held accountable.
Hiding in a closet underneath some laundry. That's how police say they found Francisco Oropesa, the man accused of killing 5 people, including a 9-year-old child, in Cleveland, Texas last Friday.
He's in this jail right here.
Witnesses say Oropesa opened fire after neighbors asked him to stop shooting his rifle near their home. After refusing, the man charged into his neighbor's home, killing 4 adults and a child. Oropesa, a 38-year-old Mexican national, is being held on 5 counts of murder with bond set at $5 million.
We just want to thank the person who had the courage and bravery to call in the suspect's location.
Police also arrested a woman who lived and shared a child with the suspect. Divimara Lamar Nava was arrested Tuesday and is facing charges of hindering the apprehension and detention of a known felon.
What we believe that Ms. Nava was doing is that she was providing him with material aid and encouragement, food, clothes, and had arranged transport to this house.
A second person was arrested under suspicion of helping Oropesa escape the neighborhood where the shooting took place. The suspects are expected to meet with the judge Wednesday to review charges and the terms of their detention.
I want to be able to look that family in the eyes and say that justice was done at the end of this.
I'm Gloria Pasmino reporting.
Officials now considering upgrading the charges against Oropesa to capital murder. Governor Greg Abbott sent a bus carrying 41 migrants to New York City. The migrants arrived at the city's Port Authority bus terminal Wednesday morning. Commissioner Manuel Castro of the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs said Governor Abbott is not coordinating with the city. They were made aware of this arrival from nonprofit organizations. Castro says New York City has run out of space for the migrants in its traditional shelter system. The Texas State House honored the victims of the Robb Elementary School mass shooting with 21 memorial resolutions.
But some families who lost their children say they'd rather see a vote on gun safety bills that would raise the age for people who want to purchase a semi-automatic rifle.
21 for 21. That's what these Uvalde families and legislators want, for the age to purchase semi-automatic rifles to be raised to 21 for the 21 lives lost to one in Uvalde last year.
When are they going to be enough?
Gloria and Javier Cazares are the parents of Jacqueline Cazares, one of the 19 children who died in her Robb Elementary School classroom.
She's the light of our lives.
They joined the families of Lexi Rubio, Tess Mata, Uzziah Garcia, and more at the Capitol in support of House Bill 2744.
It doesn't take your guns away. Mind you, it doesn't take the ability of those folks to get a gun. It just raises the age from those folks that are 18 to 21 from purchasing.
The bill was left pending in the House Select Committee on Community Safety. We've reached out to Republican Representative Ryan Guillen, the committee's chair, and have not heard back. The families, however, want it taken to a vote.
In our final conversation, Representative Guillen told us, if you have the votes, I will let it go to a vote. After 13 hours of waiting to testify, Representative Guillen is now stalling and has not sent the bill to a vote.
Afterward, we promised her ice cream after school, told her we loved her, and left campus. I never had the opportunity to fulfill that promise. But Chairman Guillen has the opportunity to follow through with his promise to bring House Bill 2744 for a vote.
Mr. Guillen, when they did the memorial resolution earlier, you stood there and acted as if you were honoring our children. To honor our children, you would put this up for a vote.
Gloria also has a message for other parents listening.
You don't want to be in my shoes. I never thought I would. I'm not doing this for my daughter. My daughter's not coming back, but your kids are still here. So join us.
Jessica Taylor, CBS Austin News.
Texas Democrat Congressman Colin Allred announced he's running for Senate in 2024. The former NFL and Baylor football player announced Wednesday his bid to unseat Republican Ted Cruz. Allred described Cruz as an embarrassment and tied him to the January 6 rioters who attacked the U.S. Capitol. Allred has represented Texas' 32nd congressional district since 2018. He's raised $3.5 million during his re-election campaign just last year.
The general manager of the Cuero Record has accepted a new position, but will always hold a place in her heart for DeWitt County. Sonia Timpone started as an advertising agent with the Cuero Record 16 years ago. She worked her way up to general manager. Timpone credits her 16 years with the Record for developing a passion for marketing and media relations.
I really enjoyed my time at the Cuero Record and learning so much. There is a great, strong readership in DeWitt County for the Cuero Record and the Yorktown News View. Cuero, DeWitt County is still growing, and I am so happy and thankful to have been a part of that growth and continue to be so.
Shuey's moving on to a marketing and public relations position right here in the Crossroads. She says she'll miss covering Cuero Gobbler football the most. And speaking of the Cuero Record, here are some of the top headlines you can read in the Cuero Record this week. Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller speaks at a Cuero Chamber luncheon, and Ella Jander becomes Miss Cuero for the 2023 year. Plus, Cuero athletes bring home silver medals. You can read these stories and more at DeWittCountyToday.com.
Stay with us. Coming up on 25 News now at 6. The body of one of the 2 remaining escapees from a Mississippi jailbreak found in New Orleans.
Also ahead in Atlanta, this story is developing live as an active shooter killed 1 person and left 4 others hurt.
Counterfeit prescription pills laced with fentanyl are killing our kids by the thousands across the nation. The pills look safe. Can you tell which one is real? Drug dealers are pushing these deadly pills on your kids' social media. It only takes 1 pill to kill. And it did. You can help stop the fentanyl epidemic. Talk to your kids about the dangers of counterfeit prescription pills. Visit onepillkilled.org.
Drink it too fast. Your brain may not always like just how refreshingly cold it is. Too slow, and you've got a melted beverage. You've got to respect a drink that makes you sip at its pace.
There's no better way to cool down than with this cool deal. Get a medium frozen Coke, frozen Dr. Pepper, or frozen Fanta for just $1.79. Only at McDonald's.
For one final weekend, shop Lax Furniture's spring clearance sale. Save up to 80% and find super values throughout the store. Plus, get no interest financing. Lax spring clearance sale. It all ends Monday. Better hurry.
Looking for some excitement this summer? Come on down to the Tom Tom Festival, Yoakum's hottest festival of the year. A parade, barbecue, live music, and rodeo. June 1st through 3rd. The Tom Tom Festival, a family event you won't want to miss.
The body of one of the 2 remaining escapees from a Mississippi jailbreak found on Sunday. The body of 34-year-old Casey Grayson found in a vehicle at a truck stop Sunday in New Orleans. Hinds County Sheriff Tyree Jones says the inmate's cause of death unknown at this time. Grayson was one of 4 inmates who escaped from the Hinds County Jail on April 23rd. One of his fellow escapees, Jerry Raines, captured near Houston last Thursday.
Now, developing news out of Atlanta following an active shooter situation, killing 1 person and hurting 4 more. Authorities are actively searching for the suspect and any other possible victims.
Police say all the victims, women who were inside a medical office waiting room.
A multi-agency manhunt is underway for 24-year-old Dion Patterson, suspected in shooting at least 5 women at an Atlanta medical center on Wednesday. Officials say a 39-year-old woman was killed and 4 other women ages 25, 39, 56, and 71 were injured and hospitalized.
We are dealing with someone that is armed and dangerous.
They're now advising the active shooter, a person shot.
Atlanta police sharing these images, believed to be the suspect first seen with the mask on and holding a weapon, then pictured in an elevator. The Coast Guard confirming that the suspected shooter served as an electrician's mate 2nd class from 2018 until his discharge in January. Witnesses telling reporters they evacuated a medical building after hearing the gunfire.
I heard the pops. I didn't know it was gunfire.
All I seen was police cars and SWAT, and everybody's just pulling up, back to back.
Heavy police presence descending to the blocks of West Peachtree in Midtown Atlanta as people were told to evacuate nearby buildings. Atlanta Public Schools placed some schools on lockdown.
I called a couple of my family members like, hey, it's an active shooter in the city. If anything happened to me, I just want y'all to know that I can't get back into the building.
Police cautioning the public that the suspect is believed to be armed and dangerous and should not be approached. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Here are some of the top headlines you can read in the Port Lavaca Wave this week. 23-year-old Frank Joseph was arrested in the murder of 61-year-old Mary Vervin in Seadrift on April 26. And law enforcement made 25 weekly arrests in the month of April. Plus, a resident at Bethany Senior Living rediscovered her artistic talent after she fell ill to COVID-19. You can read these stories and more at theportlavacawave.com.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. We've got some quiet weather for a couple of days, at least no big severe storms here. There are some big storms out in West Texas, when the question is, will they come to visit? We'll have all that coming up in just a moment. Stay tuned.
News Center 25 at 6 and 10 is also heard on KVNN 1340 AM, Victoria's News Network.
What is Optimum's greatest offer of all time? Introducing Optimum Complete. Starting at only $45 a month, combine 2 great services for one low price. Get fast, award-winning Optimum Internet with 99.9% reliability and whole home Wi-Fi coverage. Plus, Optimum Mobile is on America's largest 5G network. It's the Optimum Go. Our greatest offer of all time. Optimum Complete combines fast internet with 5G mobile for as low as $45 a month. Call, click, or visit a store today. Get closer, go farther with Optimum.
Join us for the grand opening of a 900-acre master-planned community, Garcitas Creek Ranch Estates, located just south of Inez, Texas, with 5 to 38-acre lots. To celebrate, we're offering special pre-sale pricing during this event on May 6th and 7th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Enjoy lunch, music, and private tours by horse-drawn buggies. It's time to build the home of your dreams in Garcitas Creek Ranch Estates.
Hi folks, Cool Dave letting you know pork chops are back. Look at this beautiful plate. A crispy boneless breaded pork chop, 2 sides, our signature country gravy, and 2 of our famous dinner rolls. You can choose any 2 sides you like. This is a meal just like your grandma would cook, but shh, it might be, just maybe, be better than grandma's. Pick up a plate for yourself today at Grandy's on Navarro near Mockingbird in Victoria. But don't tell grandma.
A nanny goes into debt for her client.
You said she made you a gift of how much?
$2,000. She kept making promises and she was like, I'm going to pay you, and then it never happened.
I see that there's a loan in collections.
Now this mother's choices are limited.
Either you are a miserable person because you took advantage of someone who was probably a little disabled, or you owe her $2,000.
Next, Judge Judy.
Welcome back, everybody. A pretty nice afternoon, as you can see right about there. Still, we have really piled up that moisture that I thought it would be a lot more humid and sticky out there, but it was pretty good this afternoon. Right about now, our temperature is at 77 degrees. Winds are out of the southeast at 10 miles an hour. For the high temperature today, we got up to 81, and that's a little bit below our seasonal average of 84, but it's close enough. I was thinking we'd be getting into the upper 80s, but the overcast, for one thing, does help us keep the temperature down. If there was no sun, it'd be out like West Texas, where it's hot and dry right about now. Now here you see the crossroads and just a minimal of cloud cover over our area. But I have been doing this weather thing for a long time, and I know that this is the time of year we transition, basically a seasonal average. And what happens is the cold fronts aren't strong enough to make it all the way down here past May 1st, or Cinco de Mayo. We now are looking to West Texas because the humid air is on this side of the state, right? And then the dry air is out here in the deserts. So that sets up what we call the dry line, basically a sharp difference between air masses, and that is where the thunderstorms begin to fire. Now, what you see here is the storms that are firing in the mountains of northern Mexico and in the West Texas mountains out in the Big Bend as well. This is where they begin late in the afternoon. You've got heat, you've got humidity, you've got the boundary there, and all of a sudden, boom, the storms develop. Now, generally, they fire and then they fall apart once the sun goes down, so we don't have to worry about it. but I have been caught in forecasts that blow up completely because they fire and then they start crossing over into Texas, and you can see how the southeasterly winds will make them drift in this area, and that is where and why I watch these things so that you don't have to worry about them. Okay, you see the storms, they're developing now, but they'll probably die after the sun goes down. This is where we have the expectation of getting some severe weather today. Now tomorrow things get interesting because we are included in that. This is for Thursday. You can see the crossroads down here. So pretty much all of West Texas is going to be under the threat of looking to the west to see if anything takes off. And if they do take off, they will get picked up by the upper winds and then they get strong. So basically here's the pattern as it lays out on the map. The high pressure brought us the really nice weather over the weekend. That's rolling east. The low pressure is building that dry line, and you can see how the warm air streams north, and right about here it gets very dry. And there you see that little pocket of showers. This is your Thursday night, okay? Thursday night, and then it brings it across South Texas. So then we watch it again for Friday night, because there you'll see another two of them develop. One over North Texas, one over South Texas. Do we miss it is the question. That's what the computer model is telling us for Friday. And then as we get to the weekend, well, we'll watch and wait to see if we finally get away from the dry line. So we're going to be watching out there for the next couple of days, and not to worry, I'll take care of it. 70 will be our overnight low, not exactly cool. You know, we were in the 50s a couple of days ago. Increasing clouds, more humid southeasterly winds. That's your low temperature. Your high temperature tomorrow in the cloud cover, mostly cloudy, and a 20% chance of an afternoon shower. Southeasterly winds at 10 to 15. So your extended outlook will show you that we are looking for temperatures to start warming back to the upper 80s, as you see right about there. But by and large, I'm going to say we're going to be rain-free through the coming weekend, and I know there's going to be all kinds of activities going on for Cinco de Mayo. That is your reminder that you can scan this QR code with your phone and put Crossroads today, and as Gina would say, don't forget it's the 4th of May. No, today's the 4th. Oh, may the 4th be with you. Back to you. Don?
All righty. Thank you, Mac. And now let's go to Sports Director Gina Perez.
A little bit of a tongue twister there, but the Lady Flyers softball team are playing in its first playoff action of the year. That and more after the break.
The moment that my eyes landed on my Ford Escape, I knew it was the one. I wanted a fun vehicle. I really love my moonroof. I'm able to get really nice natural light. The Apple CarPlay, I use that all the time. It has really nice speakers to have a mini concert in your car. My name is Divina y me encanta mi Ford Escape.
Drive Escape with 0% plus 1,000 cash plus up to 500 toward accessories. Includes complimentary maintenance.
Ford is the best in Texas.
My name is Adarius McCormick, and I want you to know about my new segment, Homemade with Adarius. I will interview amazing people and showcase intriguing places that may be new to you in the Crossroads. Want to show off something homemade? Email us at homemade@victoriatelevision.com. See my new segment on Crossroads Today YouTube channel and Crossroads Today Plus. You do not want to miss this.
You want to have purpose, to unlock your full potential. Imagine a career that fits you. With the Pathways at Victoria College, you can take steps towards a high-paying career that fits you and your interests. Or save money by completing courses you need before transferring to a university to earn a bachelor's degree. No matter where you came from or where you are now, Victoria College will take you where you want to be. The world needs you. Are you ready? Victoria College. Enroll today.
At Crossroads, the TAPS Class 5A South Region Golf Girls Tournament is in the books, and a local team is bringing home some medals. As a team, the Lady Flyers finished in 3rd place, winning bronze medals. The team is comprised of Jade McIntosh, Isabella Lyons, Ashlyn Berger, Elise Sparkman, Anna Paula Yompart, and Bethany Wright. The top finisher for the Lady Flyers is McIntosh, who finished in 2nd place. The team qualified for state, which will be played at Squaw Valley Golf Course in Glen Rose, which starts on May 8th through the 9th. The St. Joseph Lady Flyers softball team are in a battle with 2nd Baptist. The game started at 6 o'clock. This is the area round of playoffs, and the Lady Flyers had a bye and have not played since April 21st, but had a 4-1 win over San Antonio Christian Lions. This game is ongoing at the Field of Dreams right now. The Eagles are winning 1-0 in the bottom of the first. The former Victoria East Lady Titan basketball star had decided she is moving to a new college. Leilani Wimbish-Gay has signed her letter of intent to attend University of Arkansas at Little Rock to be a Trojan, which is a Division I school. At Temple, the sophomore was named the North Texas Junior College Athletic Conference Player of the Week in February when she scored 15 points, grabbed 11 rebounds, and had 9 steals, along with 6 assists and 2 blocks. In her 28 games played, she averages nearly 12 points, 9 rebounds, 4 steals, and 2 blocks per game. Also competing at the Shriner All-Star Game in Corpus Christi are athletes from Victoria East and West. 4 athletes from East and 4 athletes from West, making a total of 8 athletes that are representing the 3-6-1. Titans athletes include quarterback Jaden Williams, running back Jakarian Giles, safety Jason Morales, and lineman Luis Carlos Islas. On the west side of town, receiver DeAndre Fillmore, running backs Carter Nelson and Jax Ragnow, lineman Kevin Marin are all going to the game. There are many more athletes from the Victoria area that are on the team and will compete in Corpus Christi Saturday, May 20th at Buccaneer Stadium with a 7 p.m. kickoff. If you would like to see the full list of athletes, go to our website at crossroadstoday.com. Finally, last night, the NBA's Most Valuable Player Award was announced, and this is the first for a Philadelphia 76er. Joel Embiid won the league's top individual honor after being awarded 73 of the 100 first-place votes. Denver Nuggets center Nikola Jokic finished in second and was in the running for winning his 3rd straight MVP, but for now, it's the big man from Africa to win it. That's your sports. Don and Karina, back to you.
Thanks, Gina. We're back in a moment. Now, this next story is a sleepy one as a bear in Wisconsin takes a snooze in a neighborhood tree.
Next, Kelly, it's gonna be marvelous.
With a cast of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
This Mrs. is thick and rich.
Mrs. Fields cookie.
That's right.
Nicely done.
I am thick and I know about treats.
Me too. What was the last day on set like?
I couldn't look her in the eyes. I would think I was looking at the center of your forehead. But to be fair, isn't that usually where you have to look at me?
CCA Texas and industry leaders have built the largest saltwater redfish, spotted sea trout, and southern flounder hatchery system in the world, releasing nearly 1 billion fingerlings into our Texas bays. Adult broodstock are spawned in tanks. Hundreds of thousands of fingerlings are raised in grow-out ponds and released into bays to ensure we have healthy populations for future generations. Join CCA today and help us make a difference.
Hello, my name is Maclovio Perez. My friends call me Mac. I'm the new Chief Meteorologist at 25 News Now. In the weather world, our job is to save lives and property. Service is very important, and the people need to know you, they need to like you, and they need to trust you. And if they don't do any one of those, then you're not going to be on TV for very long. There's my forecast for the summer. Very hot and a very active storm season. Write that down. Let me know how I did at the end of the season.
The biggest Jeopardy event ever is in prime time. Monday, 6 all-time greats.
What is grit?
Who's Carol?
What is Mean Girls?
One incredible tournament.
Oh,
I think you should get this checked out.
bring it.
Who will be crowned the first ever Jeopardy Masters champion? If we have any more games like that, I don't know if my heart is going to hold out.
Jeopardy Masters primetime event starts Monday, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Already, you and Gelman are matching. We're matching on songs.
Live is Emmy nominated for Outstanding Daytime Talk Series and Talk Series Host. Next live, Kieran Gillen, our supervillain turned superhero.
He left out some important information, but that is the gist of it.
In Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, plus Kathleen Turner.
Finally tonight, take a look at this black bear that was discovered in a Madison, Wisconsin neighborhood snoozing in a tree.
Look at him sleep.
Don't wake him up. Oh, no, no.
How does he not fall?
Well, a woman discovered the bear on her Ring camera the night before. The bear made its way through a neighborhood and eventually found a tree to take a nap.
Look at him. He's like, he's about to fall off.
We are told the bear has left the neighborhood on its own and did not require assistance from the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources. The owner of the home said the bear was welcome to camp out for as long as it needed to, reminding us of one of the most important 4-word sentences in the English language: don't poke the bear.
Don't poke the
bear. No. Don't poke the bear.
He's just snoring, sawing logs, wouldn't you say?
That's
But
right.
these black bears are the ones that are the kind ones, right? They're the ones that people say that are like kind of like fluffy little.
Well, actually,
bear dogs.
He was looking for a Travelodge, but they're all closed.
Couldn't get a room for the
No,
night.
right, no.
So he borrowed the tree. Good stuff. Well, folks, we are in a transition into the early summer pattern here, and there's a slight chance of a shower or two possible around the area tomorrow. But then I'm looking for warmer and more humid days coming up for about 88 degrees over the weekend. I know there's a lot of Cinco de Mayo activities, so just get your hat and get ready for what could be an early summertime pattern.
All right, Mac, thank you, and thanks for joining us. We're streaming 24/7, Crossroads Today Plus.
That's right, and we hope to see you back here tonight for 25 News Now at 10.